So Nick, yeah, how's it going with you so far?
All good, Tessa. So two major things that have obviously come up out of what we've done so far, which is primarily the meditation aspect,
Yeah.
something that I've never really experienced before, something that I've never really done before, but I've created a habit out of just doing or trying to do a daily meditation at the least,
Yeah.
in the morning before I start my day. And I found that through the different meditations that I've gone through, the ones that you've sent and some of the others that I found is it just allows me to sort of
Okay.
ground myself in the sense that before worrying about how the day is going to go, what I'm going to do, just sort of bringing everything back to me and understanding that I've got to take the day as it comes rather than worry about what could happen.
Right. And how's that affected you said that's affected your performance?
Yeah, so it has affected my performance in a good way, not in a bad way. It just allows me to have that mindset that if something needs to be done, I should just get it done and move forward rather than waiting for it to happen, waiting for it to activate, waiting for a client to say yes or whatever it may be. Just sort of putting it behind me and moving on to the next, like we're doing most important or working through that priority list that I've got. There's also been a positive impact in terms of my, I'd say, productivity.
Okay.
Productivity in the sense that rather than, again, holding back and waiting to have that case issued or have that policy activated or whatever it is, just sign it, get it done today, and then let the systems do their thing, which has helped a lot. I mean, I've already seen a very big uptake in terms of my activity levels.
Oh, great.
I took a look at my diary, and I've seen that although, I mean, I can feel that my days are a lot more full now,
Yeah. Okay.
seeing a lot more people, having a lot more meetings in my diary. So there's been a lot of positive change so far.
It's great. I just want to look at your numbers here because they sent me everybody's numbers.
Sure.
So I see that in August you had a big lapse. Um, but but otherwise you've kind of been okay. Um,
Yeah.
okay. So let me just unhide these columns, right? I just want to see here, Nick. But you year to date you're down 23%. So
Yeah.
what do you think that's been due to from your side that you feel that might be getting better now?
So I know exactly what it's due to, and I did have the discussion with Lizelle about it. The two things are activity levels. There's
Okay.
just not enough activity. And
Okay.
unfortunately, I mean, it does happen in our industry that we just go through a bad batch of clients,
Yes,
unfortunately.
yes, yes, yes.
So I mean, at the time when I was meeting with those clients, it was just very difficult clients. I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but
Yeah, yeah,
it was just quality.
yeah.
The quality wasn't there, but I mean that's changed since I would say probably December.
Okay.
There's been a good uptake, a good influx of very good clients, and
Okay.
I think from Jan, you can see that there's been a much better sort of increase in terms of the business that I'm doing.
Good.
And I mean, already for February, I kind of know what is in the pipeline, and I think we definitely going to be doing a lot better
And is
from
the
now.
targeting helping, the targeting work that you've done as well?
Yeah, so look, from a targeting perspective, I'll be honest with you, I've never really had a problem with setting targets,
No, I
because of
mean
the fact
targeting
that I'm
your
so.
target market, being clear on your target market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, that is definitely. I haven't yet had the chance to fully implement it, but
Okay.
through my daily actions and through my sort of contacting
Focus.
with those
Yeah.
clients, I'm starting to sort of put them in those blocks
Okay,
that
great,
we've
great,
worked through.
great. And
So
remember,
yeah,
as I said to you, it's not that you're going to not do holistic planning with those people. It's just that
yeah,
you want to, when you're going out and proactively searching for people, those you want to search for those people that are going to give you the best bang for the buck of your time. So if you're going to spend an hour with them, you'd rather spend an hour with them than with some other type that's not doesn't have the money or
yeah.
doesn't have as many opportunities for your help.
Absolutely. And I must agree with you. I know, as you saw, there was a lot of pushback from you when we were doing it, but I did sort of immediately have that same day do a bit of a change in the way of thinking. And the approach that I usually take is I meet you for the first time. I want to try and do absolutely everything with you.
Yeah, yeah,
And after going through that I did with you, I've actually turned it upside down,
yeah.
like you said, and I've said in my head, not necessarily to the client, but how can I help you? What is the most immediate thing? So instead of
Exactly.
trying to do everything at once,
Yes,
I'm doing what the client is actually interested in. And then at a later stage, I mean, it's nice for future planning. I can always go back to the client and say to them, we did, as an
yes,
example, this investment, but now let's work on your risk planning.
yeah.
So I think
And
that
remember,
is
I'm also,
working.
sorry, yeah. And what I'm also going to teach you is a way to show the client, yes, I've got this, I've clocked it. Is there anything else? And get them to say that there's other things rather than you trying to
Yes.
plan it all. And when they've said it, then you're going to learn how to, sorry, I've got to fly here. Then you're going to learn how to prioritize it with them so that they say, what are their
Yeah.
must-haves for now? What are their nice-to-haves? And then you can work out with their budget. And if they need budget planning, you can help them with that as well. So you remove the obstacles for them to get more at once. Yeah.
It's almost like I'm closing all of the no doors or the rejection doors, because if a
Yes.
client asks me for something and I
Yes.
heard for them, then
Yeah.
closing that is not too much of a
Yeah.
difficult.
Because often what happens is that the client will ask people for one thing and then people will go in and go, yeah, but you actually need this, this, and this, and this. And it's the client feels that you're not actually listening.
Yeah.
So the first thing you need to do is acknowledge them, respect them, and then you can, once they feel heard, then you can say, have you thought about this and have you thought about that?
100%.
Even if we feel we know better.
I know it's a difficult thing for me that I'm trying to sort of just step back on, and I know that I've got the client's best interest at heart, but at the end of the day, you need to give them what they want. You can't give them what they
Yes.
don't want.
Yes, and we have to respect that they are in charge of their lives. And sometimes we want to get in and try and control it for them, but it just backfires every time.
That's it. So slowly but surely, I'm learning that.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you, Nic. I'm going to stop recording now. Did you hear that car alarm going off there?
I did, yeah.
Sorry about that. I couldn't do anything about it.
No problem.
Okay, so let's go through your script now. So I had a look at it earlier. Let's just let me just show it to you. So let me share screen here. Okay, got it. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. So hello, and you're going to give their name, right? Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Nic Stylianides. Okay, I'm a degree qualified financial strategist. I want you to say strategist at Discovery, who helps clients achieve financial freedom, secure their financial future, and minimize the risk of losses along the way. Is this a convenient time to chat? Okay, and then I just shortened this a little bit. I thought I'd give you a call because the last 3 years have been disruptive for young professionals and have made it difficult to think of planning for unforeseen events that can drain their finances. So they go, yeah, that's me as well, right? And I recently helped a lawyer who was incapacitated. I just said incapacitated rather than that whole long sentence, okay? Due to a life-threatening car accident. But because I had restructured her benefits, our policies paid out 3 million Rand lump sum and will continue to pay her full income until she goes back to work. So basically, I help my clients to plan ahead affordably and ensure that they can keep up with all their financial commitments, no matter what happens. So yeah, I just wanted to chat to you about an approach that could achieve that for you, but I don't want to waste your time because most of the clients we work with are earning 90K and above and really believe in planning ahead rather than having to scramble when things happen to them. So is this something you'd like to achieve? How does that
Can I
sound?
just ask you one thing before I forget? No, it sounds wonderful. Thank you for making those changes. I think it just sort of it tightens it up a little bit better.
Right.
The only thing I wanted to ask you about is the 90K. Do you not think maybe not mentioning it could rather be a little bit better? Because I think if I mention an income, if the person's earning less than that,
Remember,
then
you've said
doesn't it sort of
most of the
close that
clients.
door?
Yeah, no, don't worry about closing doors. You've said most of the clients we work with are earning upwards of 90K. Now, if you have targeted them correctly, you will understand what kind of income bracket they've been in already, right? And
Okay,
if they
I
are
see what you're saying.
interested, but they less than 90K, they'll say to you, look, I'm only earning 80 or 70, but I really think this is important to me. And then you'll go, okay,
Okay.
well, I want to make sure that, I'm working with people who can afford it, and I'm, not going to put you in a bad situation in any way, because it's really important to me that this is something that you're able to do. So
Okay.
then you say it in a way that you really care about the person. You're not just trying to take money from people that can't afford the stuff. Okay. And then you say, but look, if this is something that you want, I can certainly help you to work with your budget to get you something that you need. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay. So who are you working with that who's your buddy?
Titch.
Titch. Okay. So can you please follow up with Titch and make sure that you do a run through tomorrow morning? He hasn't sent me his yet. So maybe you can egg him on to send his before the end of today. And then I can make changes. And then you can also help him tomorrow to make his more succinct, like I've helped
Wonderful.
you. Okay. Are you happy that I share this with the group?
Sure, no problem.
All right, great. Thanks, Nic.
We're all here to achieve the same goal, so why not?
Okay, wonderful.
Cool.
And you learn from other people's as well, because other people's
100%.
so you can use theirs as well, and you can use their stories because they're part of the same group.
Absolutely.
Okay,
look, I do sorry to interrupt you, Tessa. I mean, going throughout my career, before I started as an advisor, I knew someone who was an advisor quite well. And I mean, one of the biggest things that he actually did mention to me is, as I go through the years and as I meet different advisors, I must always ask them about stories of their clients, which I usually do, because I want to create that sort of bank of just saying, look, it wasn't me, but it was Discovery and it was another Discovery advisor. So it does happen.
Absolutely. And it shows that you're part of something bigger. But hopefully you're going to get as much of your own stories as possible as you grow your business.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Nic.
Cool.
I look forward to hearing you next week when we do our next. I want to do some practice. Okay. So you practice.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Okay, me too. Okay. Ciao,
Will
ciao.
do.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tessa. Ciao. Bye.
Bye.